can it be? Showing up with Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T, befuddling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The bonus team is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
There we go. Is this thing on? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Steam for Wednesday, August 14th. This is Ramon Scott. Welcome to the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. Welcome to everything. Welcome to Major League Baseball here on a Wednesday with full card, including some daytime action here and a getaway day for just a few teams. We'll have a nice Thursday card as well. But certainly with 15 games today, we'll preview them. And, I don't know if I have a preview today, but I just want to let everybody know that just here in about, 2 3/4 hours. How about it? Little League World Series action coming from Williamsport. Hey, nothing like a little wager on a few 12-year-olds. Not every book has it, we know, but I'm looking forward to it. Got a team right down the street here in Las Vegas at the Little League World Series. So let me wipe the tears out of my eyes here. Good morning, everybody. Just getting ready for the show and getting ready for a big day here with you guys. Appreciate it. And we'll say hello to a few friends and get rolling on the show. Dave here is today. I don't know what he's saying, but it's something about surgery and hottest pitchers. I don't know what's going on here, Dave. Good morning. Fernando's here today as well. Nicholas, Handy, Dre is here. Fernando, got the whole crew here ready to roll on a Wednesday. Dre, Thomas says, like this video, subscribe to our channel, Tony's Picks, here on YouTube, the 42,000 subscriber juggernaut. Jeff Schramm here today as well. Ray Otachi here. Luis is here. And we're ready to roll. We're going to go over to Tony'sPicks.com, see who did well on the website yesterday and who had a good day with our Major League Baseball card yesterday or whatever else you were into. Here, League's Cup was pretty fire last night in soccer, and just missed the Olympics, I guess. Come on back, Olympics, we miss you. Let me take a look over there at Tony'sPicks.com. Take a look at the handicapper leaderboards and bring it up here right now. There we go. Joseph Schultz on top of the handicapper leaderboards. There he is, 4-0. I'm up there, 4-1 day yesterday. Premium pick winners included for me the Houston Astros yesterday. Also, I had the Toronto Blue Jays premium pick winner. Nationals and Orioles game to go over at a premium winner there as well. Also, a premium pick winner with Cincinnati Reds. I only mentioned that because that was also a premium pick winner for Team Steam, for Team Consensus. So yesterday, in fact, I thought there was another one where I agreed with you guys, and I was like, well, I have this as a premium, and you guys were giving it out on the show. So yesterday, we also had premium winner or consensus winner with the Cleveland Guardians yesterday. That was one that I agreed with you guys on the show. So ready to have a good day here. Today, Ruben Marlborough, 3-0 yesterday. Jonathan Solo Malone, 75%. Daniel Wolasachuk, 67%. Two old ladies at Bet Consensus, 67%. CJ Sturgeon, Ben Ruhala, Bo Dunn, 60% yesterday. And Scott Double Shooty up there with a 2-1 record as well. Mindy Hahn in the green on Tuesday. Over the last 7 days at Tony'sPicks.com, it's Ruben Marlborough on top of the handicapper leaderboards with a 16-7 record. That's good for plus 8 units. Jonathan Solo Malone up there, up 7 units. Bo Dunn's up nearly 6 units profit. Daniel Wolasachuk is up, having a real good run here, 11-6-4. Last 7 days, Joseph Schultz up there as well. Last 30 days is Daniel Wolasachuk up 15 units of profit. Jonathan Solo Malone's up 14 units of profit. Joseph Schultz is up nearly 13 units. Bo Dunn's up nearly 8 units. And Scott Double Shooty is up 7.5 units. Click on the All Cappers tab. That's all you'll find the handicappers of your choice. Click on their handicapper profile page, and that's how you would get signed up. All the handicappers over at Tony'sPicks.com are listed under the Cappers tab. You click on their handicapper profile page, and that's how you get signed up. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine here on Wednesday in Major League Baseball. Check out my previous records there. See the winners I had there last night and the recent run I'm on here. Pretty good run of late. So check me out. Check out all the cappers over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right. Thank you for listening to that. And we'll get ready with the show here. We got to preview all of our games today. Good morning to our tops as well. All right, let's get started, man. No time wasting here. Oh, did you hear it in the background there? A little bit of steam came in just moments ago. So let's read that off first, actually, before we get started. I'll give you all the moves from last night, including right now the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. They are battling again tonight. What a series, huh? It'll be pitching tonight. We did find out it'll be Warren for the Yankees. How about that? It'll be Warren and Martin. It'll be quite a laugh-in. Warren and Martin, not Rowan and Martin. Oh, okay, Warren and Martin. It'll be quite a laugh-in here with the Yankees and the White Sox, but total moving lower here today, and we might be seeing this thing down to a 9 here. 9 over right now at Bet Online, but still a lot of 9.5 unders at this point. But wow, steam did come in on the under there, Yankees and White Sox. Also, they did it again, folks. They steamed the Chicago White Sox today. Still 230 or so for the Yankees. Other moves overnight included the Rockies and the Diamondbacks game over. They went over there. We'll talk about it. It's one of the day games, one of the afternoon tilts here. That total's moved to 9.5. Also, they moved steam. Cardinals Reds under. They took under 9.5, and it's still sitting at 9.5, juiced to the under. They also took the Braves and the Giants game to go under this morning. They took under 7.5 there in that one, and that's mostly what we're still looking at. I think they might have taken. They might have taken under 8 actually. They did, and mostly 7.5 here right now. Also, Twins took steam this morning with Louis Varland. Also, that game total over Kansas City and Minnesota. Game total over was also a pretty sharp move this morning. They moved on an 8. That's our first game. Still mostly 8 or 8.5 juice to the under. They also moved on Texas-Boston game to go under 9.5, which now we look at it here. There's 9 over 20 mostly out there currently. And they also moved on the Nationals and the Orioles game under the total here this afternoon. That one mostly sitting at 8.5 over 20. All right, let's go here right now and get your pens, pencils, and rotation orders ready. It's time for our previews here. Start with a day game here with the Royals and Twins. here, no doubt. Now, interesting to note with yesterday's game between these. Let me see here. Let me get it up there. Oh, okay. With yesterday's win there by the Twins yesterday, still been a dominant series between the Twins and the Royals. Let me see if that price is right. I want to update it here if it's not. But the Minnesota Twins continue to dominate this series as hot as the Royals have been. Minnesota has won 19 of the last 22 meetings between these two teams here in Minnesota. So, no matter how hot they've been, it's pretty tough to ignore that. And you look at yesterday, of course, with Seth Lugo in there in a game that was a relative pick 'em. And it wasn't an overwhelming victory, but Minnesota was still able to get it, even though there was, I don't know, it did seem like pretty decent support here for the Twins. But the steam came in yesterday on the Twins, and it has again today as well. Sometimes when I see that, coming the Sharps kind of coming back right with them, right back with that same team, that kind of catches my attention. All right, let me kind of run over it here with Cole Reagans going up against Louis Varland. Get your comments ready here as well for Cole Reagans. He's got he's got the 4.11 ERA in his last 5 starts. The Royals just 3-7 on the road with Cole Reagans on the mound. 2 starts against Minnesota already this year for Cole Reagans. He's 0-2 with a 4.09 ERA. The Royals have dropped 5 of their last 7 games overall. They've gone over in 14 of their last 18 games overall. For Louis Varland, he's been struggling, no doubt about it. He's got an 0-4 record with a 7.52 ERA in his last 6 starts, and the Twins have posted just a 1-5 mark with Varland here of late. First start for him against the Royals. Twins have won 9 of their last 13. They've gone over in 15 of their last 20 games overall. So get ready. Let's hear it. Let's hear what you guys have to say with the Royals taking on the Twins today as we get started. And even I might need one moment here. There we go. Give me your comments. I'm not going to blow my head off here, if you know what I mean, so to speak, on the air. Little rough here today. Let's take the comments from the chat. Here we go. Oh, Rich was here today. Thank you, Rich, for stopping in. Hello to Fernando. He's not betting on the Orioles. Okay. Undergrads, hello. Here we go. Kansas City Toll here to go over. Says Thomas Lewis. Fernando is on the Royals. Dave is on the over here in this one. Artomp says, give me the Twins. Undergrads on the Twins. Lazzy Love is here today. And here's Dre. Might as well be Trey with all those T's. Twins over on the team total. Lazzy does take the Twins. Rich is on the Royals. AOD is here today. Saga Perez is here. Great to have Saga Perez here. Take that home. And there's no doubt this is. I don't know why I missed that one yesterday, or I think, did I say it? I don't know. I think we pointed to the dominance of Minnesota, but just seemed like the, good run here for the Royals, no doubt. Frankie Diamond wants the under. There's Solo in the chat, and here's Luis wants the under in this one. The Royals have gone over in 7 straight games. And, maybe I better make a pick on this one. Man, I just cannot ignore this dominating series right now. Let's see here. Seemed like a lot of Twins. There were some Royals. There were some Twins. I don't think there's anything we could. Yeah, what to do. Thomas says, but I got to continue this right now with the Twins. It just feels too strong here right now. And if Reagans is kind of giving it back a little bit, this advantage that the Twins has at home over the Royals, Look, I know series trends are not always the surest, but I'm going to take the Twins here in this one and roll with that steam a little bit too. I think is a factor for me. It's up to, well, it's only $1.15. In fact, I'm showing at Bet Online the Royals are now favored at $1.08, and it's a pick 'em at DraftKings. All right, I'll take the Twins. Another day game here. That was at 1:10 Eastern, 10:10 Pacific. Here's 3:40 Eastern, 12:40 Pacific with the Rockies and Gordon going up against the Diamondbacks and Montgomery. $2 favorite here. Total 9.5. Maybe slightly juiced to the under here with these two in Arizona with the Diamondbacks here. In this one yesterday, yeah, we maybe went with Arizona, got a little greedy there, it felt like, but man, Colorado, just when you, or no, it was a one-run victory. That's what it was. It was a one-run victory, and well, we laid the run line, if I'm not mistaken. All right, that's all right. We'll get it back here in this one with Colorado and Arizona. Maybe just start previewing this one. Started off with. Let's see here. There we go. Gordon has a 6.15 earned run average in his 5 starts so far for Colorado. Just a 1-4 record so far for Gordon. Colorado has lost 12 of their last 18 games overall. They've gone over in 12 of those 18 games. Not the losses, just coincidence, but they've gone over in 12 of their last 18. Montgomery, well, he's open all night. He's got that 7.11 ERA in his last 3 games, an 0-1 record in those. Arizona's 10-7 with Montgomery. Does have 1 start against Colorado, 5 2/3 innings, allowing a run. Arizona now 23-6 in their last 29 games. They can't be stopped either. Seemingly at this point, they've gone over in 14 of their last 17 games overall. So let's see what you guys have here. Maybe Diamondbacks here against Colorado. Colorado, they got the money on the run line last night. And they've covered 4 out of the last 5 run lines against Arizona. And let's take a look what you guys have here in this one. Rockies, Diamondbacks. Oh, wow. I didn't know Minnesota made the consensus list despite those early Royals in there. Interesting, because I really thought in that game the public would prefer, or the chat, if you will, would prefer the Royals there. So interesting to note. Thank you, Thomas. He's taking the tallies for us. That's what Thomas does here. And he also gives us the plays that he has. Arizona over here for Thomas. Dre says Arizona and over. Lazzie's on the over. Frankie's on the Arizona run line. Dave says, give me Arizona at home. Sean Money's here. He likes the Diamondbacks -1.5. He's back. Our Tom says, give me the over as well. Rich is on the over. Luis is on the over. And Thomas has seen enough. He says, it's an overplay today. Consensus move here. I agree, you guys. I'm just going to go with Team Steam. I was going to go with the over. I didn't know you guys would be that interested in the over in this one, actually. It should have made perfect sense, I guess. But like I said, maybe the Rockies do go over on the road and under at home now. I just want to see. I thought we had some other tidbits here about Arizona dominating right now in this series. Let me take a look at this here. Arizona's won 12 of the last 14 games here at home against Colorado. Probably not much of a surprise, when you got a $2 favorite. If anything, it might be a little bit of a discount here on this one. But Fernando, a little bit contrarian here. He'll go under, and hello to Stop Geo. Hello today. All right, I'm rolling with the chat. Let's just go over here in this one, in this afternoon tilt. You got to get 10. We got to need double-digit runs here, but I'm going to roll with Team Steam. Game got steamed over already at 9, and that's why we're looking at those 9.5. So Jerry says Montgomery struggling here. That maybe just take a look again at that run line. Like I said, Colorado has gotten, despite the dominance of Arizona here in this series, Colorado's gotten the run line against them in 4 out of the last 5. So, all right, I'm on the over with Team Steam, if you don't mind today. The Padres going to take on the Pirates again, and Padres, Jackson Merrill. Woo! Let's get into it here with the Padres and the Pirates with Martin Perez going for the Padres. I think that's interesting to note here. Of course, he was a former Pirate just a couple of weeks ago before getting dealt at the trade deadline to San Diego. The Pirates come in here ice cold. They've lost 11 of their last 12 games coming into this one. That's not what you want to do when you're facing a red hot team like San Diego's. Won 18 of their last 21 games now after yesterday. Padres have gone under in 4 out of their last 5. So for Perez, 2 starts for San Diego so far. This looks like it could be a nice fit. Perez probably well, I don't know if he'll make this rotation. Potter's got some question marks. They have a rotation. It's just a matter of who's going to be in it and how strong can it be in the postseason. So Perez could end up being a key, kind of that key left-handed bullpen arm, actually, when we get to the postseason. But right now, he'll definitely do fine as a starter, of course. That's his role. Padres have gone 2-0 with Perez so far, 2.08 ERA in those 2 victories for Perez. Padres here, or I'm sorry, for Perez, he comes in with, for Keller, he comes in with a 4.32 ERA in his last 5 starts. Pittsburgh still, no matter how slumping they are, Keller's been dynamite, and the Pirates are 13-3 with Keller on the mound in his last 16 starts. But just tough sledding right now for the Bucks. They've almost played themselves out of it here now at 7 games under 500. So it's just kind of gotten away from here, and now you're stuck on the West Coast in a getaway game, and it'll be Thomas starting us off on the Padres. Run line, Art Tom says. Padres money line. Dave says sweep is in effect. Luis on the Padres. This is going to be an obvious one here. Again, a discount here, though, with the Padres today. Lego World, hello, says, you know what? This one could be the one the Pirates could take. They've got the man to do it if they were ever going to do it right here on the mound in Mitch Keller. Ray says Padres. Team total over. And consensus play number 3 games, 3 consensus plays. We're going to go down today. Padres, I'll do it. Let's do it. I'll do it. Man, I feel like I don't have any contributions. The chat's just rolling. These are the plays that I like too. Sometimes I want to pivot, but I'm just going to take the Padres today. They're just too hot. They're too fun to watch. Rich is on them too. And the Biggie's here. He says scary, but Pittsburgh's due. And maybe you could just take him in the first 5 with Keller. He's 11-8-4 in the first 5. And Perez just 1-1 so far with the Padres in the first 5. Actually, the Padres have not led with Perez, as he's 0-0 record so far. Jerry says maybe this is Pittsburgh's spot here, but it was pretty overwhelming there in the chat with the consensus, I guess. Oh, what do we have? One more here. Pittsburgh for the undergrads. So we came back on Pittsburgh a little bit after the chat was kind of rolling there. All right. I think, let's see, we're into the night games now today. Twilighter here with Texas and Dane Dunning on the road. This one's at 6 Eastern, 6:10 Eastern, 3:10 Pacific. Note the a little earlier start time in this one. And Tanner Houck going up here for the Red Sox. I think we've kind of had a little bit of fun, it feels like, at the expense of Tanner Houck. Boston here, 12-2 in their last 14 games at home against the Texas Rangers, and they were able to do it again last night. I had them here on the show, and we all had the over, it felt like, and pretty sharp winner there yesterday. That move was going over. Even though the steam yesterday came in on the under, chat was rolling with a consensus play over, and I agreed with it, but still gave out Boston as my play. Just give a little bit of extra action there. But Texas also just 2-10 in their last 12 games as an underdog. So the trends maybe not favoring the Rangers too much either in this one. All right, for Tanner Houck, he's got a 5.87 ERA in his last 4 starts, all losses for Tanner Houck. Red Sox have dropped 4 of their last 6. They've gone over in 19 of their last 22 games overall. Texas has gone over in 15 of their last 19 games overall. Rangers have dropped 12 of their last 17, in addition to those 2-12 mark there on the road. So what do you guys have here in this one? Red Sox and Rangers, another one where, man, it's just another strong series. Boston's gone over in 12 of their last 13 games at night. I guess that kind of fits into their overall over trend here. Let's go, chat. Let's see what you got with Thomas. Starting us off, he's on the Texas Rangers on the money line. Lego's going fishing. Chris Brady, he says the National League, he's got a little prop on the Padres. I can't not put this one on the screen. It says take them to win the National League. Hey, I'm invested right here, but maybe I'll do it too. And here's Luis on the over. Dre is on the over as well. Here's Juice says, let's do it. Let's roll it back with the over here. Jerry says the Red Sox, the Texas lineup of the bullpen. Okay, he's basically saying that I think he's saying over. I think here, Rangers. Let's see, they've been using that pen a little bit. 8.8 and 3rd inning last 2 nights. I think, is that right? And ban Boston, because remember who didn't get out of that first inning the other night, and they had to run that bullpen. I want to say that was back on Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday. Feels like, or was it Saturday? But they've been in the bullpen a little bit. Red Sox first 5 here for Dave. Houck is 12-8-3 in his first 5s this season. And I think all the books have Dane Dunning, right? Because he was kind of a late pencil, I thought. No, everybody's got Dunning here. Rich is on the over. And Houck is better at home, Davis says. Don't forget, sports money in the house. Got to try to come up with some good trends for sports money. Thank you, sports money. Was hanging out with them last night, watching a little contender series action. That's where you go for your knockouts, okay? We got some guys going to be dangerous in there on that contender series, man. Somebody might get hurt. All right, let's get I guess we're not going to go 4 for 4 on the team steam consensus here, it feels like, with Texas and Boston, huh? Widely reported steam, as I told you earlier, did come in here on the under in this one, which, I don't know, that makes it kind of interesting to me, but I don't know, just a dominant series at this point, and it's kind of chalky. I'm still going to take the Red Sox here with Houck. He can be better at home. There's no doubt he's been struggling. I can't go premium here. Let me just take the Red Sox on the show as a favorite and roll with it like that, I think. Okay, here we go. Next up, let me just grab let me grab this here. I want to take a look here and see with the Nationals and the Orioles. There we go. And we got Hertz on the mound going up against Dean Kramer. So we wrap up the DMV series here with the Nationals on the road. Pardon me, gang. In this interleague matchup. Here we go. For DJ Hertz, 3.57 ERA in his last 4 starts. Washington 4-7 with DJ Hertz on the mound. Kramer's got a 7 ERA in his last 4 starts and an 0-4 record in those 4 starts. The Orioles are just 2-7 last 9 starts with Kramer, interestingly enough, and they've gone over in 12 of his 16 starts this season. Baltimore has gone over in 20 of their last 25 games. The Nationals have gone over in 12 of their last 17 games overall. So 2 teams definitely producing here with those totals. And let's see. I think I'm ready to hear from you guys on the chat in this one. Here, 12 of the last 14 meetings between these two. Now, sometimes you might, a series trend, especially a total, might be, a random occurrence event here. 12 of the last 14 under in a somewhat of a rivalry series. It's a semi-rivalry series here, right? And the Nationals have gone just 3-11 in their last 14 games against Baltimore. Also, the Orioles have gone over in 15 of their last 18 games as a favorite, but I think that kind of fits into the other trends, so I don't want to step on these trends a little bit. Here's Trey. He's going to start off here with the over. And, I'm sorry. Thomas said it was, I think, was that a consensus play back there on the Red Sox, you guys? I'm convinced, Thomas is saying, I'm convinced for consensus play Red Sox money line. I'm going to jot that down. I think wow, we're rolling here with Team Steam consensus today. Fernando's going to lean the Natties. Jerry's on the over. Thomas is on the over here, and R. Thompson is on the over. You guys are rolling over here. Am I on the right game, or am I back on that other game? Because Juice might be running it back. Jerry says Baltimore's going to smack old DJ Hertz. I think I saw DJ Hertz play a residency down here on the Strip. All right. Dave says O's are streaky. The Nats aren't very good. Maybe he'll go over. Orioles, every time you looked up, they were leaving people on base. Fernando says, is this total really gone down from 9.5 to 8.5 in this one? Yeah, maybe it's mostly juice 9 under. What do I have? But there's some 8.5 overs. I've got it listed as 8.5. That line's probably a little too low, even with what Fernando was saying. He might have been going off of what I had on the screen. I'm going to at least juice it up here to the over. I'll call it minus. It's got to be at least minus 120, if not 125. But let me at least update that here and get a little bit more accurate with the line on the screen. The widely reported steam did come in on the under here. And this price is going to be 175 or 180 right now. Hello to Curtis. He's got the over as well. Negroni says, give me the O's on the run line. Frankie Diamond gives us his other play there on Pittsburgh. Thank you, Fernando. Maybe leaning under here. And I think maybe we didn't get too consensus-y here on this one. So let me pull it out here and see what we can do with this one. Man, that Baltimore yeah, pretty big price, no doubt here in this one. But, man, it's just been somewhat dominant of a series, and maybe they can take it again. I know we had a consensus winner yesterday, and I think that might be what's kind of scaring everybody off. I had the premium pick winner yesterday on the total over in this one. It does feel like, hey, Calvin's here. Hi, Calvin. Good to see you. He likes the over here in this one. Look, it's come down here big time today at 8.5. In this one, and man, I'm gonna come right back on the over here as my play. Here, I'm gonna think it's a little bit of value at this point, all the way down to that 8.5. Kind of like what Fernando was saying. There definitely were 9.5s out there last night. Yeah, they were juiced to the under pretty heavy, but FanDuel was running 9.5 under pretty much all night last night. So now we're all the way down here to 8.5. Uh, I didn't. I'm just gonna peek at the injuries real quick, see if there's anything going on. Did I miss something yesterday in this series? All right, appreciate it, chat. I think you're ready to roll on the next one. We've got the Marlins and Cabrera going up against the Phillies and Phillips. Here, $1.80 favorite in this one with Phillips. And what a pleasant surprise he's been. Really almost your stopper here at this point. It's kind of scary, but the Phillies in their slump here. But Phillips has been a nice, pleasant surprise since getting the call up here to kind of shore things up as the Phillies. I mean, he's kind of earning his keep, earning his spot a little bit. The numbers aren't great, but he's been durable, and the Phillies have won 4 of his 5 starts. He's 4-1. How'd you like to start your career like that? A 5.2 ERA, but no sweat. Just keep your team in the game right now. You're the Phillies, so this offense should be coming around. If anything, the pitching's been what's kind of held this team up. Phillies, they've gone over in 10 of their last 14 games overall. The Marlins have dropped 9 of 15. That's about par for the course for them, but they've gone over in 6 of their last 8. Cabrera, pretty good form right now. A 1 ERA in his last 3 starts. The Marlins are a 500 proposition with Cabrera on the mound, 6-6 record. They've gone over in 9 of his 12 starts. 4 starts against the Phillies for Cabrera, 2.84 ERA. So let's see what you guys have in this one. Can the Phillies kind of turn it around here in this one against the Marlins? The Marlins been having their way a little bit here, it feels like. What did I have? No, we had the over yesterday in this one, but no doubt yesterday, if you're the Phillies, you cannot be having these type of spells. We talked about it with Belozo, right? Is this guy even the starter? Well, Miami was able to shut him out. Go ahead, chat. Let's hear from you in this one with the Phillies and the Marlins. Let me see if I can't find it. Find where you guys are at. Here we go. I'm ready to go here with our Tomps first. Said Marlins on the run line here. Why not grab that 1.5 for the Marlins team? Coming off a nice performance, and the Phillies struggling. Thomas, though, says Phillies on the run line. Frankie's a little behind us, but he's got his plays in there. Thank you, Frankie. Fernando on the Marlins money line. Curtis says, give me the Phillies in the first 5 here with Phillips. He's 3-2 in his first 5s so far. Cabrera, 6-5-1. Dre's on the under here. Jerry says, let's come right back with the Marlins here today. Says it'll be the Phillies that are actually end up struggling here against the right-handed pitching. And Dave says, give me the Marlins. Rich says they can bounce back today after a shutout. And Frankie goes on the money line here, and so does Nana says give Nana the money line on the Marlins. So we've got some two-way play here, it feels like, in this one. And look, I don't doubt it. The Phillies is definitely a situation where don't want to be struggling here in the middle of August like they are, but man, I don't know if I can get away from them. Just no value. I agree with you guys a little bit. All right. I'm going to be on the over here in this one with Cabrera and Phillips as my play. I'm taking an over here. All right. Stop Geo says, what did I take in that Rockies game? Yeah, I rode with Team Steam in that one on the over, no doubt about it. Boy, you guys. I'm so sorry to do that to you guys on the chat there. All right. Next, changing my sleeping patterns a little bit with the Olympics over. I actually slept. All right, here, Cardinals and Reds. Gibson. I know it's been a couple days, but you know what I mean. I mean, that was look. I like to get up very early and watch a lot of great sports, but not every day in a row. I love those Olympics, and man, I'm paying the price here a couple days later. But I don't mind. All right, here we go. Cardinals and Reds with Gibson going up against Pagan here. The Reds are going to be running out a few pitchers. I would think this afternoon for sure. Reds have won 6 of their last 9. They've gone under in 4 straight games. The Cardinals have dropped 4 of their last 5 games overall for Gibson. He's got a 4.08 ERA in his last 5 starts. The Cardinals 7-4 on the road with Kyle Gibson this season. Cardinals have gone over in 12 of their last 15 games overall coming in. See what you guys have. I think I'm ready to kind of roll here in this one with the cards. Go ahead and let me know in the chat. I'm going to catch up to you guys in just a second. All right, here we go. Not much here. Ray Otachi will start us off. He's on the cards. First 5, money line. Jerry says give him the Cardinals with Pagan. I'm going to hold him to that. I think I'm going to say he's listing his starter here at this point. And for Juice, he likes the cards here. Fernando's going under in this one. Dave says give me the Cardinals in the first 5. Luis is on the first 5. As well. R. Tom says, give me Cardinals money line. Dre is going to be on the under. I had the Reds yesterday as a premium pick here. And Rich says, I got to take Fraley here. He's 5 for 9 with 2 home runs against Kyle Gibson. Well, heck, I'm 5 for 9 against Kyle Gibson. Thomas, here's the Reds money line, but it's not enough. Thomas says consensus play is coming in here on the Cardinals on the road. Boy, you guys are kind of taking my plays here a little bit. That's fine. Hopefully that's a good thing. Let me see if I can pivot. If not, I'm just going to roll with it now. I'll tell you what. Team. No, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go with Team Steam here. I might need some premiums now. You guys are taking them all, and I'm just agreeing with you. And we're kind of on some premiums here, you guys. I do like the Cardinals. They were probably going to qualify as a premium here today. Frankie's on them too, and I'm going to take them as well. And I might be able to get on that total. I see a couple people liking the same thing that I do. Hello to Daniel Nava in the chat today. And Juice says that under might be a good look. I think it's a real good. I think it's a good look, even here in the Great American Ballpark. Is it still 9.5 under 20? We got to get off the air here and make that play before it goes too low. There's a chance this thing could go to 9 over. All right, let's keep it moving here right now with the Mariners and Woo. Why do I always type in Wood? I think what happened, I think that's one of those automatic spell corrections, right? You try to stop on Woo, and then it puts the D on there, and I've already moved on to the next word or parentheses or whatever. So it just completes it with Wood. I think I've had Wood on there the last 10 starts, and I don't type in Wood. All right, here we go, gang, with Woo, Tigers and Brieski here. So let's see what we can do with this one. Just figures with Brieski out there, he doesn't run very deep at all. So I imagine will be a bit of a bullpen game. Woo, a 2.31 ERA in his last 4 starts. Seattle's 10-3 with Woo on the mound this season. They've gone over in 9 of those 13 games. He did have 1 appearance against the Tigers this season. He went 6 2/3 innings for a quality start, giving up 3 runs. Seattle's won 4 of the last 5 games right now, 4 of their last 5 games coming in here in this one, but not yesterday. Not a chance. Tigers had their way with Kirby. What's wrong with Kirby right now? You got to figure at this point. Does seem like it's broken, Kirby, here. I didn't even look into it, actually. Was there some, I think, maybe I need to read the post-game notes a little bit. I think there is concern with Kirby right now. If you guys in the chat know, let me know here, and don't let me say anything I'm wrong about it, but there's definitely something, an issue there, it feels like, at this point. For the Tigers here, they could be in a pretty decent spot still against Woo, despite the bullpen game. I don't know. I probably can take Seattle here anyways. Let me go to the chat. Maybe I'm a little sketchy in this one. If you like the sports money out there, now see, I don't know if I always buy into these type of trends, right? I know sports money kit. Seattle's gone 13 straight over road games against Central Division teams. See, that's not one I can really buy into. I think that's more, I know 13's a lot, but it seems like coincidence to me. A little bit. Yeah, maybe there's something involved with half those games. Maybe they've been on the road in the Midwest and they give up runs or whatever. Or, I mean, they don't go like, hey, we're playing a Central team. Let's not pitch well. All right, let me get the plays from the chat here. I think Fernando's going over in this one. A good question, Jerry. Shout out Justin if you're out there. He gets a day off now and then. Tigers rocked yesterday. Luis will come back on Seattle. Dre is on the over. Jerry says, give me Seattle first 5. Woo has 9-2-2 in the first 5. One of the best records, first 5 pitchers in baseball. But although his sample size is smaller, I'd say it qualifies at this point. R. Thompson on the Mariners money line. Rich is on Seattle as well. Ray's going to take the Tigers, and Thomas says, forget about it. We've got 6 plays rocking here, and I agree with you guys. Give them to me. Give them to me again. I agree, you guys. This has to be Seattle's game. I know I said, but look at what Jerry's saying here. Detroit absolutely bombing. Hey, Padres and Pirates are getting steam right now to the over. Those 8s are going to disappear here, and the Padre game probably going to get to 8.5. It's already 8.5 at Bovada and at DraftKings. So steam coming in. Padres, Pirates over. Dave says take the Mariners, and Frankie Diamond says take Seattle on the money line. And Juice says Tiger's going to get some back here and rock these guys today. I'd almost want to. I'm not singling out Juice, but I was just maybe trying to talk myself into considering Detroit. But man, I don't know. They've covered. Let me see. Okay, this one's a sports money special. Detroit 9 straight home losses at night off of a win. I'll try that one. Give me the Mariners with team steam consensus. That one's a little tiny bit more legit. All right, here we go. Let's keep it rolling right now with the Cubs taking on the Guardians here in this one. And how about it, team steam consensus? If anything, about rolling with you guys a little bit today. We rolled with it yesterday with that steam with Cleveland yesterday against my man Assad, and Cleveland got it last night. No doubt about it in that game. In this one for Jamison Tyone of the Cubs, he comes in with a 7 ERA in his last 3 starts. right now. He's gone over in 5 of his last 7. Cubs have won 10 of their last 16 games coming in here. They've gone over in 8 of their last 12. So for Alex Cobb, he made his first start, a little bit shaky, 4 2/3 innings, 5 runs allowed, but you got Cobb here at this point for the Guardians. If you can get him into the fold here, Thomas knows if you can get, Alex Cobb to get going in Alex Cobb fashion, this is a guy you really could need or use here for sure. I mean, it was coming back at just the right time, but you need Alex Cobb. You need what you expect. But, Cleveland back on track here. They've won 4 in a row. They've gone over in 8 of their last 9 games here at Progressive. Let's go with the chat. See what you guys have here in this one with the Guardians and the Cubs. Cubs have covered 5 straight run lines against Cleveland when getting the 1.5. Here we go. Started off with Thomas. He wants to go with the Guardians with the first 5 here. Oh, first 5 over. First 5 over. Let me make it clear. R. Tom says, give me Cleveland money line over. Fernando on the under. You guys are slowing down here. Cleveland for the sweep, says here, and officially labeling the Cubs now bottom feeder, despite just 3 games under 500. Yeah, we know the Cubs need to go right now, if anything, if they're going to have any kind of hope at all. All these National League teams are starting to fall by the wayside. What I thought would be, it's still going to be a little photo finish there, maybe in the wild card, but when we were talking about how it was going very, very deep as far as contentious teams, we're starting to see, obviously, some separation now from some of these teams starting to fall by the wayside, especially the ones that have fallen under 500 now, such as the Cubs, the Reds, the Bucks here of late. So, all right, Dave going under, and I think that's going to do it. Oh, here we go. A couple more here. Sean Money on Cleveland. Jerry Davis, maybe Tyone first 5. Luis says Cleveland all day. And look, are you getting a reasonable price here? Is that, possibly what it could be? I want to say that Alex Cobb is going to come back to form sometime. Look, not just giving up the 5 runs or whatever, but he went 4 2/3. I think that's actually promising if he could just extend a little bit. I got to take the Guardians here in this one as my play. All right, next up, Astros going up against the Rays, and the Astros, great job yesterday by the Stros. I had a premium pick winner, and so did Team Consensus. We agreed on this one yesterday. Or no, I'm sorry, you guys. Let me make it clear how we played this one yesterday. I had a premium pick winner on Houston. You guys had them as the play. I wasn't going to back off of that one. I think I already had that one as a play, but we got it there yesterday. You guys got it there yesterday for sure with Houston. Just to make it clear. I was on them, but I didn't say it on the show. But I am on the record with Houston yesterday. Okay, hopefully that's okay. All right, let's discuss this one, though, with these 2 teams with Ronel Blanco on the mound, a 5.4 ERA in his last 5 starts, and he's gone 0-3, has Blanco in those 5 starts. Now the Astros are still 15-7 with Ronel Blanco on the mound this season, and they've gone under in 15 of his 22 starts. The Astros have won 12 of their last 15. They've gone under in 9 of their last 13 games. For Zach Littell, pitched pretty well here last couple of starts, a 2.04 ERA in his last 3 games, a 2-1 record in those. Littell and the Rays have gone under in 4 of his 5 starts. Tampa's dropped 8 of their last 12. They've gone under in 12 of their last 16 games. So for all those teams going over, here comes a couple of unders. Houston on this winning streak right now, no doubt about it. Let's get your plays in the chat with Thomas is going to start us off. He's got the first 5 under here. Rich is going with Houston. R. Tom says Stros. Juice says Stros. Luis says Stros. And Rich says, Tampa. We've already seen a little bit of fire sale. We didn't get Tampa, and I think that's one of the. This is a great point. I know it's just I'm not about this game, but Tampa. You think about how contentious they always are, and while maybe this season, is starting to get away at this point, at just a game under 500, they're a team not afraid to give up on some guys and just pack it in and get going, and then they're not in the tank next season. They're ready to go again against those teams. This is just a crazy thing about this franchise because they've been stuck in that concrete, O-ring dome all these years, trying to get to that new stadium eventually. And they've been just so good, haven't they? I know it's a little bit of a rant on the team, a little pro rant, but a Dre on the under. Jerry says Houston and under. Fernando going under, and it's a consensus play already. Another one, and I agree. You got to take Houston here. I feel like in this one, I'm going to do it at this price. I've got to do it. I wonder if I'll have any plays today. I'm just going to roll here on the show. I love it. I hope we have a huge day because we've got 7 plays out there. We're laying some chalk. Here's Stros and under for Dave. And Fernando, yeah, we mentioned some of those numbers for Littell, 2-0, 2.53 ERA in those 2 games. Ray says take him for the sweep. Frankie says he likes the under. Not a bad call there, Frankie. I might have to get on some totals, and I got no problem with that. Here comes the swinging A's, ready to take on the New York Mets here yesterday. A little bit of pitching swap there yesterday for the A's in their game against the Mets. They had a little late switcheroo there, but it did not matter when you got these A's bats, man. And they put up 9 against the Mets yesterday. You don't know what's coming when you're a team right now, and the A's are coming to town. Man, these guys have been hot. And you got Estes here. He's been pretty good, a 3.24 ERA in his last 3 starts. You think of how Oakland, yes, they've been very, very strong here of late. Strong, but still 18 games under 500. But Estes is a 8-7. Or not his record, but the A's are 8-7 with Estes on the mound. He keeps him in the game every single time. It feels like the A's running pretty hot here. As I said, 14-8 out of the break here right now, and 10-5 in their last 15 on the road. Doesn't bother the A's to go on the road. Of course, they like it. A's have gone under in 6 of their last 8. Peterson, pretty decent here. Okay. ERA just under 4 in his last 3 starts. The Mets are 9-3 with Peterson on the mound, but they've dropped 7 of their last 10. They've gone under in 8 of their last 10 as the bats have been pretty soft, especially in these night games. They just don't seem to be producing quite enough runs. And man, the A's got to feel like they're live here a little bit. Feels like, I wouldn't want to lay a run line with the Mets today. If anything, probably just roll with the A's again. Let's see what you guys have in the chat. Where's one thing if we got let's see here. I'll find it. Where is it at? I'm looking for the A's. Here we go. It's going to be, of course, Thomas starting us off. He's got the over in this one. Juice says, let's go A's. I think he's on the A's here. And over's a lock, says Curtis Mann. I'm not going there. But Why do hey, you know what? I'm switched my tune over the years when people say they got a lock, right? Oh, there's no lock. Just say lock. You like the game. We know what you mean, right? Curtis likes the game a lot. It's a lock. You know what? If you think about it, when whoever says, "Oh, this one's a lock," maybe that's 60%. That'd be a lock to me if I could come in on a pick of 110 game or whatever. But that'd be a lock, right? 60. If I get a 60%, that's a lock. So let's quit making fun of people saying lock. All right. I'll correct people when they don't say lock. Here we go. Let me see Jerry here. A's money line and run line again. Luis A's, our Tom's A's run line. And Dre says A's. This is going to be another consensus play, you guys. Oh my gosh. I think I like them too. Oakland team total over again today. Lazzy Love over. Rich says the A's have the best record. Here's the Padres don't. Come on, the Padres, Rich. Come on. And also Arizona, just a little bit better, right? What did we say the A's were? 20 out of the break, 14-8. I know the Padres have lost 2 games out of the 2 or 3. All right, Dave, the A's team total over. Fernando over, and that will be 8 plays. We might be in the food. We might be in the bread line here, or we could be eating filet mignon tonight. Let's take them. Let's see. A run line there, Thomas says, and that makes sense. I mean, look, it's a very competitive price still, even on the run line, right? Here, let me see what the run line is. I want to look at it here live on a book here. I had the Little League lines open. I hope you're not judging me. I'm a Little League handicapper, you guys. I've got plays. All right, the A's are minus $1.35 or $1.40, but I'll do it. I want to do it. I want the A's. I'm going to sprinkle the money line too, though. And Chad says, worst advice ever. There are no locks. I'm giving it. I've got a lock here on the Oakland A's, Chad, today. Run line. Run line. You'll love that. Run line lock. Anyways, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. I think it was good advice. I just said the phrase, right? Come on. Everybody gets all bent out of shape on the locks. All right. What did Trevor say? Oh, he likes them on the reverse run line. A's, lay it. Lay it with the A's, he says. Frankie's on the Mets. And Rich, thank you, Rich. Las Vegas Athletics. And our time. Okay, I think we got enough plays on that one. Let's move on. I'm having fun today, you guys. I'm in a good mood here. All right, Dodgers and Brewers. Bueller here today on the mound. So Dodgers could use a start out of Bueller here right now. They were able to get it done yesterday. They pounded here. I did have the Brewers as my premium play that didn't come home yesterday on my 4-1 premium day, but we did have the over here on the show as our pick. So maybe we should have flopped those. You want to get them all right, but look, I just felt like the Brewers were maybe they were a little too public-y for once, if anything. And I never like to be against the Dodgers and the public's on the other side. But all right, let me get into this one here a little bit. So for Bueller, we get him back here. We want to see how he fares. He's been out obviously 2 months coming into this one, and so they could use it. Remember, he was struggling. There was obviously something wrong there in those starts leading up to him getting shelved. So we'll see how good we can get Bueller here in this one. Dodgers have won 8 of their last 10, but they've gone 6-11 in their last 17 on the road. They pounded it pretty good last night. The Dodgers have gone over in 12 of their last 18 games. For Frankie Montas, he has 2 career starts here now for the Brewers. Also, 2 starts for the Brewers here since joining the team. They've won them both, but he's needed plenty of run support. He had one okay start, and one not so great. And Brewers, here have gone over in 11 of their last 17 games. Montas, this one, I don't know, because he was with the Reds and all, but he has gone over in 6 straight games. Whether or not, you could argue that maybe some of that was his undoing as well. Does have 3 career starts against the Dodgers and an ERA of 11.5 and an 0-2 record for what that is worth. You guys ready to chime in on this one with Dodgers and Brewers? Let's hear from you right now. Here as I kind of catch up. Here we go with. Oh man, you guys got a lot on this one here, I think. Ray Otachi will start us off. He's on the Dodgers team total over. Jerry says he'll take the Dodgers, but that was a better performance by Montas. That's what the Brewers needed. I called it a pretty good start. I think you might be right. He was a lot better. Thomas, I think he might be just saying take Dodgers money line and calling him the Mookie. But good to have Mookie back. And you know what? There could be a little something to you, right? Whenever you got him in there, it's going to change the whole dynamic. Dodgers here for our Tomps. Ray is on the Dodgers. Chad, Chad scared me here. Am I like, did I sleep for a whole day? Am I missing the WNBA today? Thank you, Chad. I've been following, when I see Chad's X tweets come across, and he's been begging for the WNBA to come back for all the last 10 days of the Olympics. See, I'm watching, Chad. You can admit that that is what you said. I'm reading the tweets. I read your tweets. I read everybody's tweets. Follow me on X. All right, you guys got some comment. Oh, fade the Brewers. Okay, Fernando, I think easy fade, he says. I got to read between the lines sometimes, but I can do that. And Jerry, but Jerry, we got Bueller. We haven't seen him. He was injured. I mean, I don't want to ever doubt, Bueller coming back and, making a good start. First start in 2 months. Rich says take Ohtani here. He's just dominated. Look at this, 11 for 27. Let's bet real money on this one. Jeez, wow. 5 home runs. Curtis says, my best team, the Dodgers, we're back. 24 karat, 24, what's that song? Thank you, Chad. Stop Geo says, it feels like an obvious over given maybe what we saw last night. Juice on the Dodgers. Frankie, though, on the Brewers here. Fernando leaning to the under here in this one, and Dre's going over. Dave's on the Brewers. He wants you to watch our local program tonight. Thanks, Dave. That'd be awesome if they did. Oh gosh, Thomas, I believe, is indicating another play here. Oh, he was. Okay, no, those were the other plays. Okay, gotcha. All right, Dodgers here and Brewers. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to make the call on my end here. I just can't agree with the chat all day long. That was too easy. All right. 9 under 15. Yeah, that's what I'm going to probably be doing here. Pardon me, you guys. I'm just checking out the little market move here to make sure. All right. Give me the under in this one with the Dodgers and the Brewers. Yeah. I kind of want the Dodgers, but Montas was better last time. So okay. Thomas has just given us our plays here. We're almost through with the show, and let's go with my funny joke game here with Warren and Martin's laughing. Yankees and White Sox in this one, and let's take a look here. All right, you guys. Just lost a little bit of lost my space here a little bit. Okay, I'm ready now. Warren, this will be his third start here for the Yankees. Thanks for bearing with me there, you guys. Warren, an 11 ERA in 2 starts so far. Yankees split those 2 games. They've won 11 of their last 16 games overall. They've still gone over 33 of their last 46 games. Win is a trend. That's a trend, no matter how you look at it. Here, White Sox, not going to get into them too much as far as all their woes, but Martin here, 2 starts so far. We're not putting him in, I told you, I'm not putting him in that young White Sox pitcher category yet, but the 2 starts have been just fine. 3.72 ERA, lost them both. What can you say? But no problem. Just a matter of how you're going to approach it here. Is it going to be dangerous at this point? New York's gone. Let's see. I think this line is actually no. Okay, 240 at Bovada and 9.5 shaded to the under. Maybe now. Maybe it's only 9.5 flat or 9.5 under. Okay, I don't know if I have too much with these guys. You know what's going on here, Yankees and White Sox, and like I said though, widely reported steam. White Sox and under. Uh, the line services have indicated that the Sharps have been on the White Sox all 3 games in this series. Here, Solo, though, will take the White Sox to start us off in this one. And gotcha, Thomas. Yeah, he was getting a head start, is what he's saying. We got so many of them. Wow. Yankees here over the White Sox for Dave or Tomps. White Sox run line. Why not take a shot here? White Sox, right? Rich says, give me the Yankees on that team total over to pound this, to pound Martin here. Trey says Yankees and over. And yeah, I feel, the White Sox, they lost by 3 last night. So Jerry Davis says White Sox run line. I don't know, maybe the Yankees, like I said, maybe it was after the first game, the Yankees at least were able to, refocus themselves a little bit. I know the steam has come in on the under here, but I've got to go over in this one with the Yankees and the White Sox with some pretty green pitching out there, it feels like to me. All right, let's move on. Jerry says Warren is not good. Yeah, maybe, but you're pitching on the New York Yankees. It feels like you got to. Yeah, well, I'm on the over. I'm on the over. So I just think of I just think of when I think of these Yankees pitchers that always underachieve, right? We don't know yet. We don't know. Let's see more from Warren. Frankie's on the over, but they leave New York, like King last night. King's been awesome for the Padres, right? And they've even got some mileage out of the other guy that they got from the Yankees. Okay, you guys, we're almost done here. Blue Jays and Angels here. Oh, is that price right? I don't think the Blue Jays are $1.45 now. No, in fact, look, I've got a complete typo here. All right, we're going to fire the producer. Here we go. There we go. Angels minus $1.15 or so. 9 under at minus 120, or 8.5 over 25 as I've listed there. In fact, it might even be 8.5 over 20, but that seems like a fair price. And I don't want to. I don't want to go back and update it. I want to preview this game. We're almost done with Jose Barrios on the mound here for the Blue Jays. He's got a 3.79 ERA in his last 3 starts. Toronto 10-6 with Barrios, but again, Toronto, they've been one of those fading teams. They've actually won 6 of their last 10, not a trend, but considering that maybe, just maybe, it was getting away from the Blue Jays long ago. Anderson continues to be effective for the Angels. The Angels are 10-6 with Anderson on the mound. I think that does say something here, despite the fact the Angels have dropped 4 of their last 5 now. They've gone under in 14 of their last 21 games. We had Toronto 2 games in a row now as a premium pick. Does feel like they have their number, and I could come back today with them. Let's see what you guys have in this one. Toronto, they're also, massive over of late. Well, last month and a half, right? 33-12 Blue Jays to the over here of late. So go ahead, lay it on me, chat, and tell me what you think of this one. This series has gone under in 5 straight now after last night's result. And now here's one, you can kind of get behind. This is one of those, like Angels have lost 10 straight to American League East teams. I think they're going to probably be, lower quality than all those teams, but 10 straight is a lot. Okay, well, let me find my spot here. Here we go. Rich is going to kick it off. He says, got the Angels here on the money line. R. Tom says, give me the Angels money line as well. Curtis likes the over in this one. And Dre goes under. Thomas says, thank you, Thomas. You knew I was going to have trouble going back and putting it on the screen. But I think this is going to be close enough to the finish here. And I'll draw it out at the end a little bit when we're running good on time. We're just about done here. This is my cutoff right here, 10:30 Eastern. This is when I want to be done. Okay, Juice going under here in this one. And Dave has a play, I think. He likes the Angels here. And yeah, Anderson has been a pleasant surprise. Not surprise. I don't know. When I think of Tyler Anderson and, what was expected of him early in his career, this is kind of what you want. And this is what we've seen from time to time with Anderson, I feel like. Frankie on the Angels. And again, when you're on sometimes when you're on a bad team, things can get overlooked here a little bit. So there is going to be, it does feel like, some support here for the Angels in this one. All right. I'll make the call here. Like I said, I feel like Toronto's kind of got their number here a little bit, is what it feels like to me. And I'm going to have to roll with them again in this one. I just feel like it's a bad series at this point. I understand why the Angels are favored here with Barrios. Luis says, what did we do back with the Brewers game? And with Bueller and Montas. Right, but what did I do? What did I not pick the game? Thomas is on the Angels in that one. Did I not pick that game with the Dodgers and the Brewers, you guys? No, I went with the under, you guys. Bueller and Montas. I went with the under. Yeah. Sorry about that, Luis. Okay, Jerry, I got it. Yep. I that is what I can definitely agree on. I'm just looking to. Thanks, Rich. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rich. It does indicate to me that you're marking down what I'm doing, and I appreciate that very, very much. It's important to me, not only is it to keep the record, but also, I have some handicappers that I follow too, believe it or not. All right, let's wrap it up with the Braves taking on the Giants, and the Braves were able to do a pretty good job last night. It felt like yesterday in a quality game. That thing was cooking last night. And I have the Giants here in that one, but Braves were able to get it done. The steam came in on the under yesterday, no doubt about it, and it was right, obviously. All right, here we go. Last one up, Braves and Giants. Let's get into it with Robbie Ray here. So far, 4 starts now back with the Giants and a 4 ERA in those 4 starts. 3 wins, however, for the Giants in those games. Giants, though, they've lost 3 straight now. They've gone under in 8 of their last 10 games here at home. Braves, 6-2 to the over in their last 8. But before that, remember, they were talking under all the time, and here we are, San Francisco night game. You got Robbie Ray. Now for Holmes, he does have a 5.79 ERA in his last 3 starts, all losses for Atlanta so far. The Braves, even with that win, they've lost 7 of their last 10. Go ahead, you guys. I think I'm ready to get going here. I can't wait for the Little League tournament today. It's going to be awesome getting our tournament underway from Williamsport. And I don't know. I might make a pick. I might take the team from Texas. I'm thinking it might be Texas and Taipei in the Chinese Taipei in the final. All right, I'm giving you a second here to get the picks. This series has gone under in 4 straight, obviously, after we saw the last couple of nights here with these two. And Braves have covered the run line each time when an underdog 5 straight against the Giants. So they're going to be, minus a pretty big number, though, to do it here today. All right, here we go. I'm ready for you guys. Not too many plays. I think everybody's ready to get out of here. All right. Rich says it right there. Yeah, you know what, Rich? I'm a market player too, mostly market moves, right? Because I know the margins are slim. And when you think of a game is going to land, if you can go out there and say, hey, you got a lock, right? Then that's one thing. But I handicap the handicappers sometimes as Billy Walters. That's what Billy Walters said his secret was. Thomas Lewis is going under the Giants here for Luis. Brave says the Giants are fading. Take the over, though, he says in this one. Rich is going San Francisco money line. Lauren says, give me the under. Nice to have Lauren here today. That's it. You guys got one more second to give me a pick, and I'm going to get on out of here. Maybe I better make a pick here. I'm trying to pick Little League games at this point. Humble and gentle, nice to see you. Thank you for at least stopping in and saying hello. We missed you today here on the show. I'm going to take the Giants here in this one to get a win with Robbie Ray. That'll be my pick to get us out of here. Widely reported steam did come in on the under in this game, by the way. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Morning Steam. And you know what we'll be doing tomorrow, gang? Not only are we going to be talking Major League Baseball, but we're going to be talking about NFL football tomorrow. And not only that, we're going to be back in the W tomorrow. Finally, we're rolling with 3 games in the WNBA tomorrow, so we got a busy day. Be here 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific for the Morning Steam. Voodoo Ranger, haven't seen you in a while. Thank you, Voodoo Ranger. Appreciate you with a couple plays there. Great. All right, that's going to do it. Great job, everybody. Let's roll with these consensus plays today. Appreciate you guys so much and enjoy the games. Enjoy that Little League, man. That's one of my favorite events. Actually, I'm rooting for the team from Nevada, but this is their first trip, this league, to the series. And some leagues, they got leagues there this year. They made their 4th trip back, their 9th trip back. So, all right, that's going to do it. For Tony'sPicks.com, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.